Hello, Unit 94, always, usually, often, etc. Word orders 2. These words, always, never, etc. are with the verb in the middle of the sentence. Always, often, ever, rarely, also, already, all, usually, sometimes, never, seldom, just you both. This verb in the middle. My brother never speaks to me. She always late. Do you often go to restaurants? I sometimes eat too much. Sometimes I eat too much. Don't forget to phone Laura. I've already phoned her. I've got three sisters. They're all married. Always, never, etc. are before the verb. Always, often, never. Go quicker. I always drink coffee in the morning. Not I drink always coffee. Helen often goes to London. Not Helen goes often. Often goes. You sometimes look unhappy. They usually have dinner at 7 o'clock. We rarely or seldom watch television. Richard is a good footballer. He also plays tennis and volleyball. Not he also plays. I've got three sisters. They all live in London. But always, never, etc. are after am is. I was I'm always tired. No, I always am tired. I'm always tired. They are never at home during the day. It's usually very cold here in winter. When I was a child, I was often late for school. Where is Laura? She's still in bed. I've got two brothers. They're both doctors. Always, never, etc. are between two verbs. Have been, come, think. Verb 1. You can do. Always, often, never. Go, find, remember. I will always remember you. It doesn't often rain here. Do you usually go to work by car? I can never find my keys. Have you ever been to Egypt? Where is Laura? She is gone out. My friends have all gone to the cinema. Exercise 1. Exercise 1. 94.1. Read Paul's answers to the questions. Read sentences about Paul with often, never, etc. Do you ever play tennis? Yes, often. Paul always often plays tennis. Second. Do you get up early? Yes, always. Yes, always. He always gets up early. He always gets up early. He always gets up early. 3. Are you ever late for work? No, never. He never late for work. She is never late for work. She is never late for work. 4. Do you ever get angry? Sometimes. Sometimes he gets angry. Sometimes he gets angry. She sometimes gets angry. 5. Do you ever go swimming? Do you ever go swimming? Здесь очень написал. Rarely. He rarely goes swimming. He goes swimming rarely. He rarely goes swimming. He rarely goes swimming. 10. Why 10? 6. Are you at home in the evening? Yes, usually. He usually at home in the evening. He usually at home in the evening. He is usually. Second place is verb. I usually at home in the evening. He is usually at home in the evening. At home in the evening. 94. 2. Write these sentences with never, always, usually, etc. My brother speaks to me. My brother speaks to me. My brother never speaks to me. My brother never speaks to me. 2. Susan is polite. Susan is always polite. Susan is always polite. Is always polite. 3. I finish work at 5 o'clock. I usually finish work at 5. I usually finish work at 5 o'clock. I usually finish work at 5. Work at 5 o'clock. 4. Sarah has started a new job. Sarah just started a new job. Sarah has just started. Sarah has just started a new job. A new job. 5. I go to bed before midnight. I rarely go to bed before midnight. I rarely go to bed before midnight. I rarely go to bed before midnight. 6. The bus isn't late. The bus isn't late. The bus usually doesn't late. The bus isn't usually the bus. The bus isn't usually late. 7. I don't eat fish. I don't eat fish often. I don't often eat fish. I don't often eat fish. 8. forget what you said. I will never forget what you said. I will never forget what you said. What you said. I will never forget what you said. Nine. Have you lost your passport? Have you ever lost your passport? 10. Do you work in the same? Have you ever lost your passport? Yes. Do you work? Do you still work? Do you still work in the same place? Do you still work? Do you still work in the same place? In the same place. They stay in the same. They always. They always in the same place. They always stay. Почему-то. They always stay in the same hotel. In the same hotel. 12. They stay. 12. Jane doesn't work on Saturday. Jane doesn't work usually on Saturdays. Doesn't. Jane doesn't usually work. Jane doesn't usually work on Saturdays. Is Tina here already? Is Tina already here? Is Tina already here? Is Tina already here? What do you have for breakfast? What do you usually have for breakfast? What do you usually have for breakfast? What do you have for fast? I can remember his name. I can never remember his name. I can never remember his name. Free. Do you play football, tennis? Alright, sentence with also. Yes, and I also play tennis. Do you play football? Yes, and I also play tennis. Second. Do you speak Italian? Yes, and yes. Italian. Yes, and I also speak French. Yes, and I also speak French, and I also speak French. 3. Are you tired? Are you tired? Yes, and I also I'm also hungry. I'm also hungry. 4. Have you ever been to England? Have you ever been to England? Yes, I and I also have been in Ireland. Yes, and I have also been. I've also been to Ireland. 5. Did you buy any clothes? Did you buy any clothes? Yes, and I did you buy? And I bought also some books. And I also bought some books. 94. Read sentences with both and all. I live in London. I live in London. First, they both live in London. I play football. They both play football. They are. I'm a student. They are both students. They are both students. They are both students. 4. I've got a car. They are both they have both got cars. They have both got cars. They've both got cars. They both have cars. Так, they both have cars. Okay, next. I'm married. I was born in England. I live in New York. 2. They all married. They are all married. They are all married. Окей. Следующий просто they all lived. They all they were all born in England. Born in England. And they all live in New York. They all live in New York. They all live in New York. Окей.